This is another political statement coming from the president. So Tinubu bans foreign trips by ministers, other appointees. So why? Tinubu bans foreign trips by ministers and other political appointees. But he will not ban it for himself and his family and his children, Abi. This is a political statement. Where is it documented? Where is it written? Where is the memo to that effect? Or is it just saying it verbally? And then the propagandist in the party will spread it like he has started cutting cost of governance. We understand he made promise that he was going to cut down his cost of governance and then, defined what will be the size of his entourage, both on national trips and international trips. But immediately after making that promise, what did he do? He went to Qatar with his 2 children. So what do you have to say about that? And they presented his 2 children to Qatar ministers even before the Federal Republic of Nigeria ministers that went on that tour with him. So what are you trying to tell me here? This is a political statement and I'm not going to believe it. That is the truth. So Tinubu bans foreign trips by ministers and other political appointees. Wow. President Bola Tinubu has ordered a ban on all foreign trips by ministers and other government officials. Premium Times can exclusively report that. So Mr. Tinubu gave the directive via a letter by his Chief of Staff, Femi Gbadabiamila, addressed to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume. So in the letter dated 12th March 2024, since 12th, Mr. Tinubu directed an embargo on all foreign trips. However, according to the letter, exemption could be given to trips deemed absolutely necessary. Here, he has put a caveat there. That is the thing. You are banning all foreign trips. Okay, so what about yourself that has medical records abroad? Why can't you have that medical treatment in Nigeria? Okay, and again, after banning, you went to Qatar with your 2 children first. So who are we deceiving here? That is the question. Femi Gbadabiamila, and these are the cabal that we're talking about. When you say Tinubu government has a cabal, these are the cabal. I don't believe all these things that Tinubu is calling, what did they call it? Tinubu is calling ban. You can't be banning people or your people from traveling abroad. And anytime you are going, you go with the largest group. Last time we went to talk, how can you go on that Qatari trip with over how many people? Almost 1,000 people. 2 aircraft. You are banning and you are traveling abroad with 2 aircraft. The first citizen of the country, Tinubu and his family, took the first aircraft, and the other people that followed them took the second aircraft. 2 aircraft had almost 1,000 people that went with him. And you are telling people here that you are banning foreign trips for political appointees and for ministers. Who does that? Who will believe that in the first place? This Tinubu now, wow, I'm telling you, this is a government of propagandists, by propagandists and for the propagandist. You understand? You are banning foreign trips. People are already, so if they go on their own, no problem. But if they are going on what do they call it? On diplomatic mission, using their ESTA code and using their diplomatic passport, they shouldn't go, Abi. So, and you are telling us here the exception will apply. So what kind of exception is going to apply now? That is the thing, because the exception that will apply is not defined. So why not define the exception? That is the question. Why not define the exception? The exception, is it on medical ground? Is it on people you are going to directly send on assignment? Is it on peace mission? Is it attending United Nations or African or ECOWAS meetings abroad? Or what? Or is it going to source for investors abroad to come to Nigeria? What are the exceptions? Or is it exceptions that will make sure that your family members, your children, your wife are part of your entourage? What are the exceptions? That is the question. Because the exceptions are not defined, they are indefinite, and they are open-ended. So anything that happens now, you say it is within the exception. Who are we deceiving here? Hi, my God. Nigerian government. Who are we deceiving here? That's the question. Who are we deceiving here? Because I don't believe what this man, this president is saying is something that can be taken to heart. Because himself will violate in the first place. Tomorrow now, he will plan another trip and he will go with 2 or 3 aircraft. Or even his children will be using a presidential jet or presidential aircraft for personal movement or personal trips. And you are telling us you are banning ministers. And the ministers will be smiling and watching it. And the ministers will start scheming to be part of the exception. That's what I see here. All these particular appointees, because Tinubu, their godfather, will take it hook, line, and sinker and will start probably scheming to be part of the exception. That is the next thing now. And maybe Femi Gbajabiamila will be the man that will determine the exceptions and who should enjoy the exceptions. And what should be the exception rules. Now what for this country? I'm telling you the truth. And somebody is saying here that some of the stubborn ministers, like one from South, will never obey him. Who is this stubborn minister from South? Is it somebody like Festus Keyamo or who that will not obey him? So, but the thing here is that what are the exceptions? What are the exception rules? And who are the ones that benefit from the exception? Those are the questions. You can't say there will be exceptions and you leave the exception open-ended. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Okay? So when Tinubu is banning ministers and other political appointees from foreign trips, he should also ban some of his family members, in fact, his family members who do not have political portfolios, from foreign trips as well. And he should also ban himself from, putting every Dick and Harry into his entourage when he's traveling abroad. Like I said earlier, we remember how, I think last month, he came out to reduce his size of his entourage, both for national trips and international trips. And just after that, he took 2 full aircraft of Nigerian people to Qatar to meet with the Qatar government, including his 2 sons, Sheyi and what's the name of the other boy again, Yinka. So how can we continue to run a system like that on propaganda, deceiving other people, proving to us that you care, meanwhile you truly don't care. You truly don't care. Truly don't care. So that is what I'm expecting people to react to this. Let's understand what it's not just saying it, because what we have seen is that he will say it and say it to buy the heart of Nigerians, but will not implement it. He's just saying it. That is to tell you that Nigerians know the right thing to do. They just won't do it for their selfish reasons. He's just saying what we want to hear, not what he's going to do. So by the time you tell Nigerians what they want to hear, they will cool down, thinking that yes, the man knows what he's doing. A lie. He's just saying what you want to hear to appeal to your ego. Meanwhile, he will go ahead to do what he wants to do, and you will not do anything about it. That is it. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.